talk about that in a minute. But Green Bay playing really good basketball out on the road, winning their last 2 in the Virgin Islands.
Good to be back home, but a very successful trip, and that's what makes it even better coming back. As they mentioned, the games in the Virgin Islands went well, and back-to-back wins over a couple pretty good programs, too. So that's got to have this team feeling confident, and I know Coach Gottlieb is happy about the way they played.
Marcus Hall went down with an ankle injury in the Yale game in the Virgin Islands, and you kind of look at it as a Phoenix follower and go, oh, man, he's the guy. But Justin Allen stepped up over the last 2 games.
Opportunity, right? Next man up, all that kind of thing. Justin Allen obviously has played, but not in a lot of minutes. But now with Marcus down, he's getting a little bit more of an opportunity, and he's taking advantage of it, and you got to love it. 27
and 28 in the last 2 games, averaged 20 overall in the Virgin Islands in their 3 games. Haskell Indian Nations University out of Kansas, an indigenous university, and they are in town as part of the Oneida Nation celebration this weekend, and they are led by Jesse White.
Yeah, Jesse White has had a pretty good go here. They've already played a bunch of games, so he's been their leader, and he's going to try to keep it going here this afternoon against a much tougher opponent than they're used to.
They're going to want to get up and down the floor today, and Green Bay showed they can play with a little bit of pace as well. It's going to be an entertaining game here at the Crest this afternoon. And, Bill, we're talking that the 2 teams want to get up and down throughout this one as they are introducing the starting lineups for the Phoenix as we speak. Green Bay really in the Virgin Islands did a nice job of adapting the styles of the plays between UMass and then Iona. They showed they could get out and run a little bit if they have to.
Well, every team wants to, and every team's trying to stop the other team from doing it. So it's kind of like whoever can control that. It's a war of wills, I guess, in that way. So we'll see which one wins out today. We were talking briefly with Macaulay Brown, one of the assistants for Haskell, prior to the broadcast today, because we really don't know much about them. And he said, we want to get up and down. We're going to try. And we want to really play defense. I asked him what they want to hang their hat on, and he said the defensive end. So we'll see if they can do that today. That's the only way they'll stay in this game.
And jokingly, we said to him, you try and convince some of these kids that you're going to get highlights by playing defense. He's like, we're trying to teach them. You can create highlight reel stuff by playing really solid defense on the other end.
And I say it all the time. Yeah. Defense leads to offense.
Right.
If you can get a stop, get a good steal or something, that can lead to easy points at the other end. And sometimes some highlight reel points is what they're all striving for, right?
Here's starting 5 for Haskell: Nehemiah Boykins, Jesse White, who we talked about at the top of the broadcast, Tyson Roddermaker, Choske Jacobs, he's from here in the Green Bay area, and Cordell Funmaker, the starting 5 for Haskell Indian Nations University. Coach Gottlieb and the Green Bay Phoenix, they're going to line up with C.J. O'Hara. We're going to talk about him a lot as he's really come on. Preston Reedinger, Mac Recchi, Marwan Cicic, and Justin Allen getting his first start. He has been coming off of the bench. Marcus Hall, once again, not in the lineup following that injury to his ankle against Yale. Off of the head fake. Justin Allen now on the outside. Allen looking to create down the right side. Kicks it out to Reedinger. Reedinger, stop. 3 ball. Got it. There's a good start for Caden Wilkins. He's come on of late as well. Hitting it pretty well from deep.
Still very early in the year. Only 8 games in for Green Bay. And Coach Gottlieb still trying to find different combinations that work. And that time it did work for Wilkins.
Looking for the answer on the other end. Comes up short. Does Nehemiah Boykins. Preston Reedinger clearing the rebound for the Phoenix. Long pass goes up ahead. It's turned over. Preston Reedinger only committed 2 turnovers in the 3 games in the Virgin Islands. 1 early on and an ill-advised pass. Shot too long from Haskell. Justin Allen grabbing the rebound for Green Bay.
That was Jesse White. Good head fake, and he had a wide-open shot. He missed badly, though. He would like to get that one back.
One thing we do know about Haskell, volume team. They're going to get a lot of shots up in today's game. Justin Allen down the lane, knifing through, layup good.
Using his size, Allen there with a nice ball fake to create a little space, and then takes that 6'4" frame hard to the basket.
Already get a tip out of bounds. Haskell will keep it in front of their own bench. There's Coach Doug Gottlieb in his second year with Green Bay. And, Bill, you had mentioned about the rotation and finding pieces. After the St. Thomas game, going into that Minnesota game that they forced overtime, Coach Gottlieb really shrunk his rotation down to 8 guys. You don't a lot of times see that until conference starts, but he's found success with the 8 guys that have been in the rotation so far.
Well, that's part of the thing. Conference play is coming, right? And so you want to try to find combinations and rotations and what's working and what's not. It's kind of hard when you have injuries mixed in, but that also gives you an opportunity to see what some other guys can do.
And I'm sure part of the goal in today's game, as Haskell still looking to get on the board, misses a 3 wide of the mark. Allen saving the rebound in for Green Bay. Would be to build a big enough lead to get some of the guys who haven't seen minutes some play. C.J. O'Hara. That's good from the right side. O'Hara's another one. He's averaging 12.5 a game. Coach Gottlieb in the summertime said he had taken the biggest step of any of the returners in improving his game.
Jesse White, another good shot. It just didn't go down for him. He's showing off his athleticism a little bit there. A nice little crossover and got a good look. Just didn't go down.
Jump goes down low. Wrestling through, not able to finish down low. That's Marwan Cicic, and we've got a foul on the tussle for the rebound.
A lot of hands in there for Cicic. Couldn't really grasp the ball, get control of it to go back up strong.
There's the head coach of the Haskell Indian Nations team. And talking to them, they kind of split duties a little bit between the head coach and the associate head coach. That's Macaulay Brown that we were showing standing up, and it looks like he's doing the majority of the coaching in this one.
Asked him what he wanted to get out of this game today, and he talked about the competition. Good for his team.
Haskell's already played 13 games on the season to Green Bay's 8. He said just with some of their travel, they got to take them where they get them, and sometimes they come in clumps. Cicic spin move off the window, good.
And there's the biggest difference when you talk about two teams like this, D1 school and an NAI. It's the size of the players for the most part. And you see the big difference there was Cicic totally outsized anybody down low for Haskell. They're still looking for their first basket.
3.5 minutes into it here at the Crest Center. Reedinger got it underneath the basket, tried to find O'Hara. That's another turnover on Green Bay. Haskell into the front court.
Cicic there guarding the basket a little bit. Not any room for Ellenwood to get a shot off.
White kick to the outside. 3 from the corner. That one's no good. Wilkins has the ball knocked away. Coming out with it, and there we go. First basket of the game. Nehemiah Boykins got it.
And it comes off an offensive rebound, which will make the coaches happy. But that's one thing they do pretty well is rebound.
Find O'Hara underneath. Nifty look from Justin Allen.
Yeah, nice look there. Get O'Hara on the baseline for an easy bucket. His second.
I'm sure one of the things that Coach Gottlieb's going to talk about in his first media timeout that we're going to get at the next whistle is to remember the things you've done since that Minnesota game when you forced the Gophers to overtime and then took a tough Yale school to the limit and then won 2 in the Virgin Islands, is making sure that you were doing the things that you did and not try and get back into some of the habits. Green Bay leads this one by 9 with 15:21 remaining. Justin Allen, nifty pass down to C.J. O'Hara for the finish. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems, like snoring, that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled training, know-how, and tools to match you with a perfect sleep system designed to help, like the Temper Ergo Smart Base. It automatically detects, responds, and helps reduce snoring. And right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. So for the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
We are live live at Monsters Inc., where the cheers are growing louder than Dan's tie.
Year 3 of Fun Day Football is coming to Monstropolis as Mike and Sully team up with the Philadelphia Eagles and LA Chargers.
Get ready for an actual live football game showcased in real time, Monsterfied, just for you. Mike, Sully, Pixar, ESPN, and the NFL invite you to
Monsters Fun Day Football between the Eagles and Chargers.
December 8th at 8 Eastern.
I'm always watching, and you better be too.
Hockey is here. The breakaways, here. The Ovi goals, here. The Stanley Cup, yeah, you guessed it. It's here on ESPN.
Bill Rabier, Brian Kuklinski back at the Crest Center in Green Bay, where the Phoenix are out to an 11-2 lead over Haskell. Bill, Green Bay, 2 in a row. First time Coach Gottlieb's won back-to-back games in his Phoenix tenure. Won 4 games all of last year. The struggles were well documented that Green Bay had. But I think it's starting to open a few eyes right now with the level of play they had. UMass and Iona are 2 programs that, UMass isn't what it was, but still a top 200 program, as is Iona. And Green Bay able to take down both of those schools on their Virgin Islands trip.
Well, they've both had big-name players come out of those programs, so everybody recognizes the names. And so it's sort of a feather in the cap to get those victories without a doubt. And for Coach Gottlieb, who's dealing with a number of new faces this year, certainly a feather in his cap to get those early wins. Nice steal there. Good anticipation by Riedinger.
With the steal, Riedinger takes it all the way to the basket himself. Green Bay leads it now by 11.
That's just taking away the passing lane, and he read it and was able to take it the length for the easy 2.
White pull up from 15 feet. That one's no good. Rob Stroud in the game. He gets fouled by Choske Jacobs. Mentioned local Choske Jacobs, member of the Oglala Lakota and Oneida tribes. And he did a phenomenal rendition of the Lakota flag song prior to the game. Got to give credit to the young man, stepping up to a microphone and honoring his heritage. It was really cool.
Yeah, moving, for sure.
Mac Recchi on the floor now for Green Bay. Gives it up to Riedinger on the baseline. Back out to Recchi. Finds Stroud. Stroud on the outside, looking to create. Stroud taking it down. Dump off pass down to Allen. Allen not able to finish on the left side.
Looks like Stroud gave up an easy bucket there, but he couldn't finish.
Ball loose on the floor. Haskell comes out of the tussle with it. Boykins with the handoff to White. White dumped down low. Nice job by Recchi closing out of the defensive end there. And we're going to travel one too many steps by Preston Olney, trying to work his way by C.J. O'Hara. Haskell showing a little full court pressure now. They said they were going to do this in the game. They want to get up, press it, make the game their pace. Allen, quick little hesitation step, going to the basket, spin move in the lane, turn, floater, off the rim, no good. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. We got Jesse White for that foul.
White guarding Allen. Allen with the decided size advantage. I thought he had him beat to the baseline side, but he decided to cross over and go into the lane. He drew the contact, but I thought he had him beat straight up off the dribble to the baseline.
Justin Allen, who we talked about at the top, averaged 20 a game over the 3 games in the Virgin Islands. 27 against UMass, 28 against Iona. And Justin Allen, the transfer into the program after playing at Carnegie Mellon, Division III school, coming to Green Bay. Getting used to the pace of the D1 game. Didn't play a lot at the beginning of the season, but has really started to play a lot more in the last couple of games. Even when Marcus Hall was here.
Right. Well, the last time we saw him, he only played, I think, 6 minutes, but since then has been getting a lot more time and has been very productive. Put up some big numbers at Carnegie Mellon. It's a different, class of ball for sure, but he's starting to adjust, as you say. I like his size, 6'4", running the guard position.
Stroud had the behind-the-back dribble, poked away. Green Bay able to maintain the possession. O'Hara down the lane, right-hand floater, hangs on the rim, falls off, no good. Rob Stroud just went up and muscled the offensive rebound for the Phoenix. LeBron Thomas looking to create down the left side. Kicks it out to Stroud. Stroud down the lane. Right-hand runner is good for Stroud. Rob Stroud, one who has been limited in his minutes as of late, getting some early run for the Phoenix against Haskell. Now White working off of Recchi. Fade away. 16-footer for White goes.
Now there's an indication of why he's been able to put up the numbers that he has. That was a tough shot. He's had a couple of easier looks that didn't go, and that one was his toughest look, and he knocked it down.
Recchi spin move, draws the double team. Man, the Haskell defense has just been swarming on the last couple of possessions. White into a three, got it. Coach Doug Gottlieb calls a timeout early, not liking what he's seen on the last couple of offensive possessions. We're going to take the timeout right along with him. Haskell, pesky on the defensive end. White just picks it up, buries the three for Haskell. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
Looking at a work of art. No, it's not the Mona Lisa. But this beautiful can costs a lot less and looks magnificent in your bathroom. And Mona Lisa can't give you a smooth, close shave. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Earn awesome rewards with our no-fee, no minimum balance, high-interest earning cha-ching checking. Because your money making money just feels right. Capital Credit Union. Doing the right thing. One member, one experience at a time.
At Prevea Orthopedics and HSHS Hospitals, we understand all the ways you move. And movement looks different for everyone. That's why we provide expert care for all the ways you move.
Ding dong.
Mountain dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me the dew.
You're looking at a work of art. No, it's not the Mona Lisa. But this beautiful can costs a lot less and looks magnificent in your bathroom. And Mona Lisa can't give you a smooth, close shave. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Back at the Crest Center in Green Bay where the Phoenix lead it by 10, 17-7. Notice a little bit of a different look for the Green Bay Phoenix jerseys. It's a special partnership with the Oneida Nation tribe. There you see the back of the jerseys. I'm going to give my best pronunciations here, Bill. Oniote Agau on the back. And that means it's the Oneida word for people of the standing stone. And on the front, you see Gunadauge, which is the word for Green Bay or on the village. And they are trimmed up in purple, which is a significant color to the Oneida tribe because of the wampum beads made from the quahog shell. And it was one of the things they used to trade. The Oneidas received those shells amongst the other native nations who lived along the coast where we are here in Green Bay. So very cool partnership between the Phoenix and the Oneida Nation. And we're going to talk at halftime a little bit more about that partnership with Brandon Yellowbird Stevens as Justin Allen lets go a three that's short of the mark. Rebound comes off to Haskell. He's the son of Ernie Stevens Jr., very influential member of the Oneida tribe on the national scene. And he was a graduate of Haskell. He and his wife both were. Working the perimeter, step back three, got it again. Adizune for three for Haskell, and they've cut the lead to 7.
Well, remember we said in the open that sometimes defense leads to offense. We saw that right before the break after the steal and the three. And now they've backed it up with another three. And they've cut this lead down to 7.
And they're jumping in and throwing some strategic double teams here and there as Mac Recchi gets fouled hard going to the basket. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Looks like they went a little 2-3 zone there. A little variation of it anyway.
Yeah, I will say the way they've looked in the last couple of possessions, it's hard to tell if it's a man or a zone. They're kind of matching up and switching. And Green Bay's had a hard time figuring it out the last 2 trips down the floor. Free throw spins off for Recchi. That's just his second missed free throw of the season. Checking in for Green Bay as we're seeing a little bit of a deeper rotation than we had the last couple of games. Todorovic checks in. And Josh Hines on the floor. Recchi misses them both. He was 9 of 10 on the season coming into this one and missed his first 2.
That second one was halfway down and came back out. He's like, what's going on here? The ball handling there by White.
And nice cut down the lane, just not able to finish. Adazune not able to get it. White with a nifty pass to him. Hines coming out with a rebound for the Phoenix. Now Reedinger looking to work baseline. Picks it up, kick out to Recchi. Recchi wanted the 3, lost his handle on the basketball. Wilkins will get into the 3. That one spins out, no good.
Good defensive stand there by the Haskell Indians as they had Reedinger, I thought was going to get the baseline. They double teamed it, a nice stop there, and they were able to work it around and get a shot that they probably didn't really want, the Phoenix. Forced him into a tough one.
Haskell turns it over. Preston Olney. I've been impressed watching Preston Olney. He's just kind of shifty working through the defense. A couple of times he's been able to get himself to the basket. Standing just 5'9", kind of gets lost amongst the trees sometimes.
I like his shoes, too. Look at those. Those are sweet.
Hines for 3 from the corner.
You know, I'm a shoe guy, right?
I know you're a fan of him.
That's a good look right there. You see him with the ball right now.
Hines going for the steal, not able to come up with it. There's a nice little hesitation move on the other end, too. Oh, we're going to get a foul on Green Bay, I believe, for the undercut. Hines went for the box out, but the defender was already up in the air, so that one's going to go on Green Bay.
It's a tough call. I mean, it's what you teach your guys to do. Body up on him. And if you can't undercut him like that when he's in the air. Fortunately, he's no worse for wears. Somebody lost a shoe out there. Zaire Michael Fuller lost his left shoe. They called time to let him put it back on.
See, it's probably the least flashy set of shoes out there, though.
Right.
So by your philosophy, if you wore some flashier shoes.
That's just an all black, very
classic.
Nondescript.
Were you allowed to wear black shoes back when you were playing?
No.
Were you still wearing Chucks back when you were playing?
No. Come on, man.
White turnaround.
Oh.
That's 2 of them where he's gotten that turnaround fadeaway from about 15 feet.
Starting to find his rhythm a little.
He leads the way with 7 points. Leading all scorers in the game with 7 points. Shot goes down low. Again, Preston Olney standing 5'9". Caden Wilkins 6'6", and only able to get in there and disrupt that pass into the post. Wilkins kick to the corner. Hines passing up the 3. Green Bay working the perimeter. Reedinger to Wilkins. Head fake off the 3. Takes it in the lane. He'll try the fade away from about 6 feet and got it. Nice move from Caden Wilkins.
Nice stop and a little bit of a step back to create a little room for the easy 5-footer in the lane.
Oh, off the head fake. Nice dump down. That's good heads up ball. Aaron Campbell with the finish, but Preston Olney. The head fake and the drive created all the space that Campbell needed for the easy bucket.
Well, the head fake got him the baseline, and then the double team came, and he was able to get to the open man. That was nicely done.
Mac Recchi by White, kick to the corner. Hines straight on 3. Back iron, no good. Go ahead.
Haskell trying to push the action there, but Green Bay back defensively to slow him down.
Long one-hand pass into the corner.
travel.
Are they going to give him the N1? They do.
They are. Okay.
Preston Riedinger got beat by Preston Olney to the basket and was able to get the bucket to go. Look at that step through. The continuation counts for Olney. He'll go to the free throw line, try and finish up the three-point play when we come back. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
Need a new mattress but confused by all the options? At Mattress Firm, we understand that so many choices can make mattress shopping overwhelming. And our sleep experts have the extensive training, unrivaled know-how, and advanced tools to match you with the perfect mattress. And through Monday, all brands are on sale up to 72% off. So for the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
Dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby, 'cause once you know.
Oh, in a valley where the mountains glow are the hardest working folks that you ever could know. Now the farmers work the land, and the land is the home is the families, and the families need care, and the care is close, we all can grow. Oh.
JP Morgan Chase invests in healthcare to help create healthier communities.
Make the green grass grow all around, make the green grass grow all around.
The Apple A19 Pro chip is vapor-cooled because when you run cool, you can push your limits and juggle over 35 trillion complex tasks a second. Imagine if we were that powerful.
We got a tie one here in Green Bay. It's 22-16. Green Bay up over Haskell Indian Nations University.
They can cut it down to 5 here with a couple free throws. Green Bay's largest lead, 15. That was some 5 minutes ago. And Haskell has been able to cut into that drastically here.
We're going to see the backcourt pressure now by Haskell.
Nice catch by Wilkins. I thought that was over his head.
I wasn't flinching. I knew he had it. Green Bay looking to end this scoring run by Haskell. You mentioned cut the lead down to 5. Hard to the basket. That's White there. White able to get the block from behind.
Nice weak side help from White with the block. And then the pull-up jumper doesn't go.
Pull-up from Olney is no good. Hines comes out with the ball for the Phoenix. Dump down. Ramel Bethea just goes up and dunks it. Zaire Michael Fuller was back. He's standing 6'2". Bethea pushing 6'10", just able to get the easy dunk down low.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go up high to dunk it, does he? He is long.
This is going to be a deep 2. That's off the mark, and Riedinger corrals the rebound for Green Bay. Riedinger, transition 3. Got it.
Off the miss from Boykins, Riedinger with the 3. That's a big swing, and it's back to a 10-point Phoenix lead.
And I'm sure the way that Coach Gottlieb came out at the team during the timeout, 3, looking for the answer. That one's no good. Hines grabs the rebound. Was trying to get the Phoenix back into their defensive principles. Straight on 3. Caden Wilkins buries it from on top, and we've got a timeout called by Haskell. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. We talked about Green Bay looking to answer the run. Haskell had it down to 5, and just like that, you've got an 8-0 run for the Green Bay Phoenix.
And I imagine they'll be talking in the timeout about getting out to defend the 3, because here you see the kick back out to Wilkins. Nobody on him. He nails the wide-open 3.
And what I've liked, and we talked about a few times, in a game like this, you can have a tendency to get out of some of the things that you've done well against the other D1 programs you've played and get back into some bad habits. And I think that's what the coaching staff is kind of harping on them right now. The last couple of possessions, you've seen the good ball movement. And when you get that paint touch under the basket, that defense, like you said, we've seen it swarm. They're collapsing and just getting a couple of quick kick-out threes.
And then with the ball, you get down 10, 12. Now you start going, well, we need some threes.
Right.
It's not a high percentage shot. So if you're not hitting them, you're just opening the door for an even larger lead. So I'd like to see Haskell work it and get a better 2 on this possession.
Green Bay coming out showing a zone look out of the timeout as well. They showed this starting in the Minnesota game. The head fake gets the defender to fly by. Now kick to the other corner. Launch a 3 from the other corner. That's going to be strong. Todorovic comes out with a rebound for the Phoenix.
And the problem Haskell has with this lineup is getting the ball into the paint or inside the three-point arc. They'll give them the threes.
Right.
You got to be able to find a way to penetrate the D and get into the lane.
Chauncey Jacobs picks up that foul for Haskell. See the coaching staff all wearing purple today. You saw it when they played Kansas in their opening game, and everybody was kind of a little question about why the coaching staff was wearing purple instead of green. That was part of the whole Oneida Nations partnership that they set up for this year. And Haskell, as we mentioned, in Lawrence, Kansas. So,
right. Well, it's a good thing. I appreciate what they're doing. Right around Thanksgiving,
right.
The whole thing. Nice.
Some of the things they're highlighting in the arena, we're going to touch on a little bit more at halftime, is the fact that Green Bay has deep 3. That one's off the side, no good. Todorovic comes out with a rebound.
Ball fell right into his lap.
Wilkins head fakes the 3. Todorovic brought the ball down a little bit, had it slapped away. Chauncey Jacobs got in, and now we're going to get a block by Caden Wilkins. Good call as he kind of hip-checked on the way by, and we'll have more free throws coming for Haskell. Finish a thought from earlier. Green Bay has the largest population of indigenous students in the UW system. Again, part of the reason that this game was being played.
You see Boykins there drawing the foul. He was going down the floor with his right hand, and instead of going on the right side of the basket in typical right-handed lip, he used the right hand and kind of crossed over to the left side, and that forced the defender Wilkins to kind of lean into him a bit, like you say, the hip check, and that's the foul.
Boykins makes the free throw, cuts it back to 12. Largest lead of the game for Green Bay has been 15.
Trying to eavesdrop on this conversation going on here on the sideline with Coach Brown and his players. Couldn't quite catch it, though.
Haskell back in their zone look that they've used to swarm and double team out of. Wilkins down the lane has the ball poked away. Boykins got a hand on it as Wilkins, I thought, was going to try and go for the dunk.
Yeah, he went with a ball fake up top and then went baseline and had it. And he was going for the jam, but they defended it well.
Hines intercepts, tries to get out and run, dribbled into a 1-on-2, got fouled. They're going to call it on Jesse White. And it'll be Green Bay on the sideline.
I know Wilkins had those kind of hops. Well, he is 6'6".
4 minutes to go here in the first half. Reedinger, 3-ball wide of the mark. Rebound coming out once again to Preston Olney. Boykins brings it out, gives it up to Olney down the lane.
Nice.
Olney's got 5 in the game.
Nice cut, moving without the ball. Found the open spot, and they were able to get it to him.
Green Bay might have gotten away with one there. Hines has it on top. Green Bay playing with a bigger lineup. Hines, 3 from the wing. That one's no good. Rebound coming out to Hudson. Hudson swings it out to the wing to White. White down the lane, little hop step, throws it up, no good.
He might have got away with one. That looked like a travel.
That's the Euro step, Bill.
Like I said.
Reading her into the paint. Oh, he had Todorovic backside, and he wasn't able to connect on the pass. That'll be a turnover on the Phoenix. That'll be the 7th turnover of the first half, 3rd on Preston Reedinger. Phoenix lead this one by 9. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
Let's go!
You certain you can dry those pants?
Please.
You 4Imprint certain?
Yeah.
Certainty matters. So when you need the right high-quality promotional products, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time, that's the certainty of 4Imprint. Wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team by visiting 4imprint.com.
4Imprint, for certain.
It's a 9-point lead for the Phoenix over Haskell Indian Nations University. 2:54 remaining here in the first half. Caden Wilkins leading the way for the Phoenix with 8 points. Jesse White, who we talked about at the top, has 7 to lead the way for Haskell. But, Bill, I've been really impressed so far with Preston Olney, the 5'9 junior out of Flagstaff, Arizona.
Well, when you're only 5'9 and you're playing with a bunch of guys that are a lot bigger than you, you got to be quick. You got to have good hands. He is all of that.
And he showed all of that. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. He's got a steal.
And smart, crafty.
He's got the ball now as Green Bay, showing a little three-quarter court zone. See if they drop back into the zone that they've been playing. It was one of the conversations I had with Coach Gottlieb after the Minnesota game that went to overtime. And kind of the goal. Green Bay switched up defenses as we're going to get an and one. Boykins down the lane, able to get it to go. We talked about junking up the defense and showing him a couple different ones. And you can see Allen. Boykins did a good job putting him on his hip, and Allen just took a swat at it.
Then he kind of loosened his shoulders there a little bit. He's a big kid, 6'5", put together pretty well, and showing that he can take the physical down at the basket, makes the three-point play, and got a 6-point game.
Green Bay's extended it out to 15, then they went on a run, got it back to 12. Haven't really been able to extend it. Haskell's done a good job hanging around and answering every run that Green Bay's had. Reedinger, top of the circle, calling out the set for Green Bay. Finds O'Hara. Reedinger, wing 3, got it again. Preston Reedinger making his second 3. He's got 8 for the Phoenix.
Green Bay, 5 of 13 from three-point range in this half.
Justin Allen stepping in, getting the steal. Justin Allen down the lane, finger roll, no good. Chose to take it himself.
And only there to defend. He was the only guy back, but he did a nice job.
Now C.J. O'Hara down the lane after the steal. Got the right-hand layup to go. Well, again, Haskell cutting it down to 6 points. Green Bay going out on a little bit of a run, making a double-digit lead again with 90 seconds to go in the first half.
That turnover there is number 7 for Haskell. Both teams with 7 in this half.
15-footer from the elbows, no good. Offensive rebound, Peja Hudson flying in. grabbing the ball on the putback for Haskell. Rudy to the free throw line. Finds Recchi cutting down the lane. Recchi draws the contact to Mac. Recchi's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair for Green Bay. Ellenwood called for the foul for Haskell. Mac Recchi will go to the free throw line for the Phoenix. Hasn't scored yet in the game today. Recchi makes the first. Went 0 for 2 from the charity stripe his first trip to the floor.
There was a bit of a discrepancy in the score from our sheet and the scoreboard because they credited Recchi with a made free throw on his second one when he had missed it. So that's why we had 23 on our sheet, 22 on the board, but the score that we have up there is correct.
Preston Olney, guarded by Reedinger on the right wing. Working off of the screen, we're getting an illegal screen.
Ooh, okay.
Boykins came in, never got set, kind of checked him a little bit.
I actually thought they were going to get Recchi on a little bit of a push-off there. Either way, it's against the Phoenix.
So the Phoenix will have it off with the turnover. 8th turnover of the first half. Hasn't exactly been the cleanest half of basketball. Green Bay's got 7 turnovers in the first half. Preston Reedinger making it happen, finishing for the Phoenix.
Nice touch off the glass. And Reedinger leads all scorers with 10.
That was quick enough on that possession that Green Bay will get a 2 for 1 there. They'll get it back. There's about 14 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock. Reedinger playing the defense. Nice job. Botting up Boykins, not allowing him to get to the basket. Green Bay comes out with it and see if they hold for the last one. Haskell back into a man-to-man. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go. Allen with it, left wing for the Phoenix. Allen getting bumped back to the outside. Allen, step back, 3 off the side of the rim, no. Offensive rebound. Cicic didn't go back up with it. I don't know if he knew exactly where the clock was. He tried to dump off to O'Hara, and O'Hara not able to finish, and Green Bay comes up empty on their last possession. Still a 13-point lead for Green Bay as we head into halftime, 39-26.
You see Coach Gottlieb talking to Cicic there, saying, hey, you got to know the situation. Go back up with it.
Nice nifty dump off to Bethea for the big two-hand dunk. Has the Phoenix up by 13. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
Need a new mattress but confused by all the options? At Mattress Firm, we understand that so many choices can make mattress shopping overwhelming. And our sleep experts have the extensive training, unrivaled know-how, and advanced tools to match you with the perfect mattress. And through Monday, all brands are on sale up to 72% off. So for the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
Oh, in a harbor, there was a port, the busiest port that you ever did see. Now the boats move the goods, good jobs for the people. People build the city, and the city comes to life, and life has a rhythm, and rhythm as a whole. Oh.
JP Morgan Chase invests in infrastructure to help create more jobs here at home.
Make the green grass grow all around, make the green grass grow all around.
The Apple A19 Pro chip is vapor-cooled because when you run cool, you can push your limits and juggle over 35 trillion complex tasks a second. Imagine if we were that powerful.
Three, 2, 1.
Nuggets! Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing it in the car during the holidays.
I do love that.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadbillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Everyone from 1 to 116 would love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
The ESPN app, your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments. Step up your game with no annual contract required. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.
Halftime at the Crest Center, Green Bay leads Haskell 39-26. And it's an honor to be joined here at halftime by Brandon Stevens. And Brandon, there's a lot I want to get to, but I know you're a graduate of Haskell. Tell me a little bit about Haskell Indian Nations University, because for a lot of people, this is the first time that they're being exposed to what Haskell Indian Nations University is.
Well, thank you, Oneida. And Haskell Indian Nations University, first and foremost, is one of 2 federally ran chartered federal institutions. So it's run by the federal government, but it's all for Native American tribes. And we represent over 140 tribes at Haskell Indian Nations University. And so it really teaches how to really work with inside the federal government, local, state, federal government, teaching our students how to interact with those entities.
That's awesome. Can you describe very briefly for us what we're seeing here on the screen right now?
So this is what is called a smoke dance. It's more like the war dance. Back in the day, we would dance this particular dance before war or before major events to kind of show off like our prowess, our abilities, and ready ourselves for war. And in contemporary days, this is just more of like this is an expression of our culture and our regalia.
Sure. The university and the Oneida Nation have had a long-standing relationship that's been renewed this year. Can you talk about the relationship between the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay and the Oneida Nation?
Under Chancellor Alexander is an amazing advocate for the university and Oneida Nation, and so he has got a clean slate for us. Like, hey, let's build on this. And Coach Gottlieb and I, we started this energy in the summertime. Is how can we expand this outside of the institution, but bring sports into it, where they're coming back into our communities and getting our kids out here in the university and kind of creating an energy of like more of a connection and more one-offs than just certain events. We wanted to make it larger.
Yeah. It's cool to look behind where we're sitting and see the rows and rows and rows of kids that are not only watching what we're seeing on the floor right now, but I mentioned to you when you first walked over here, really getting into the game and cheering hard both ways for this. It's cool to see.
Yeah, sports is kind of like a staple in our Native communities, and it kind of brings us, joy. It brings families around, but also sometimes it's one of the few things in desolate reservations that really keep an energy going. And so sports sometimes gets us off the reservation, gets us into institutions of education, educates us. We bring that back to our community so we can better them.
We've got about 30 seconds left. Can you give me a brief description of the meaning of the jersey that the Green Bay Phoenix are wearing today?
So Ganadage means on the village. And so back in the day when we moved in this area, Green Bay was developing eventually, and that was our contemporary way of saying Green Bay. And so Ganadage just means we're going to town, basically. Okay. And so we developed this through Jocelyn Matoxin, created the vision of what it's going to look like, in our cultural heritage area, brought the name up and say, hey, this is what we would describe as a Green Bay Phoenix.
Brandon, we really, really appreciate the time. Enjoy the rest of the game.
We will. Thank you.
We'll be back with more at the Crest Center. It's halftime. Phoenix lead it by 13. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems, like snoring, that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled training, know-how, and tools to match you with a perfect sleep system designed to help, like the Temper Ergo Smart Base. It automatically detects, responds, and helps reduce snoring. And right now, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. So for the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
With new, gentler scents from Clorox, clean finally smells as as it feels.
The Apple A19 Pro chip is vapor-cooled because when you run cool, you can push your limits and juggle over 35 trillion complex tasks a second. Imagine if we were that powerful.
Three, two, one.
Nuggets! Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
Is sharing it in the car during the holidays.
I do love that.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Everyone from 1 to 116 would love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Good morning, moon. Good morning, Dune. Good morning, ocean's tune. Good morning, stars. Good morning, air. Good morning, people everywhere.
Put your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill, and it works differently.
I got rapid relief at 2 weeks with Rinvoq. Check.
It helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
And I got lasting steroid-free remission. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep the
with the indigenous community and the tie-in between what we're doing here today with the Green Bay Phoenix. Check out this story from Lawrence, Kansas.
Allen Fieldhouse, wearing jerseys that have Oneida language on it showed the broader community the strong relationship Oneida Nation and UWGB has.
It was pretty surreal seeing them come out with the jerseys. Not only I think I'd be able to inspire others, but I really inspired myself because I've always wanted to do stuff like this, and being able to showcase our traditions is really cool. So the process was kind of simple. I've been surrounded by our traditional works my whole life. I started out with drawing and painting and stuff. I've always done it. My mom taught me how to do a lot of this stuff. The words Ganadage means on the town. The Oneida word for Green Bay. Oneoteaga means people of the standing stone, which is also the word for Oneida. It was really important to put those in there because, we're integrated as two communities.
And I was a non-traditional student. I was 24 years old. I had a young family, and Haskell was very inviting and very family-oriented.
I felt like I chose Haskell because my sister was here before me. Then my mom and my dad met here at Haskell.
My parents went to school here. My grandmother went here. My great-grandmother went here. And just a family tradition coming back to Haskell was important to me. And it just really showed what the university is all about: family, about legacy, and getting students in education to bring back to their communities.
I just felt like home here. I got family here. I like playing basketball here. It's really fun. I just always loved basketball. My mom always played in native tourneys, and I was always around it. She always brought me along. She always taught me. When I heard that, I was really excited because I finally get to play basketball in front of my whole community. It feels pretty special because I like playing for them. I like playing for my tribe every time I play. I play hard.
So it's expanding our relationship and creating that circle and making it bigger. Expanding relationships, I think, is the biggest thing with Haskell. When I go to Washington, D.C., if I go East Coast, West Coast, I'll always run into someone who went to Haskell. There's 573 tribes in the U.S., and Haskell represents at least 140 tribes that come here. And so just sharing culture, sharing experiences, sharing struggles, I think that's what makes it feel so comfortable.
Need a new mattress but confused by all the options? At Mattress Firm, we understand that so many choices can make mattress shopping overwhelming. And our sleep experts have the extensive training, unrivaled know-how, and advanced tools to match you with the perfect mattress. And through Monday, all brands are on sale up to 72% off. So for the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy.
Oh, in a harbor, there was a port, the busiest port that you ever did see. Now the boats move the goods, good jobs for the people. People build the city, and the city comes to life, and life has a rhythm, and rhythm as a whole. Oh.
JP Morgan Chase invests in infrastructure to help create more jobs here at home.
Make the green grass grow all around, make the green grass grow all around.
3, 2, 1.
Nuggets! Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing it in the car during the holidays.
I do love that.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Everyone from 1 to 116 would love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
When you have a rigorous training schedule like mine, we push our bodies all the time. Nutrition for me is really important. Having all my bases covered in one supplement gives me confidence I'm giving my body what it needs. There's an intention behind everything. That's how I've approached skiing my entire career. How I show up today and what I put in my body is preparing myself for who I am tomorrow.
Clear your calendar. You can feel the electricity. Time to get a little unhinged for 3 hours, then start counting down until you can do it all again. Welcome to the wild world of college game day. Hockey is here. The breakaways, here. The OV goals, here. The Stanley Cup, yeah, you guessed it. It's here on ESPN.
Back at the Crest Center in Green Bay, where the Phoenix lead Haskell Indian Nations University 39-26.
I saw in that shot there, the length of the court, and there's a big void in the stands behind the basket there.
No band today.
Where's the band?
Thanksgiving break.
Students are on break?
No, but it's Thanksgiving.
I see.
Haskell starts with the ball from the second half. This is Jesse White. Work around on the perimeter, head fake by Olney. Olney always seems to find his way somewhere underneath the basket. Has that pass intercepted. Nice job by Preston Reedinger getting the right hand out to steal it.
White trying to cut backdoor on the baseline, and Reedinger got in the way.
Look at that. And Rudy pays it off on the other end.
Yeah.
Gave it up to Wilkins. Little give and go. Preston found the open spot on the floor.
The only player in double figures this afternoon, Reedinger with 13 now.
He's 3 of 5 from behind the arc. The answer from Jesse White. Rattles around, spins out. Caden Wilkins grabs the rebound for the Phoenix.
White just 3 of 10 from the floor.
Well, Preston, pass fake. They bid on it, pulls up from 5 feet. He's got the first 5 points of the Phoenix. They lead by 18. That's their largest lead of the ball game.
Well, Haskell took about 4.5 minutes, I think, to score their first basket. They don't want that kind of a drought here to start the second half.
Green Bay's done a nice job on White, kind of slowing him down. 7 points in the first half. This is a deep look from 3 off the back plate. No good. C.J. O'Hara high for the board for Green Bay. O'Hara has it on the outside. Now we're going to get a foul whistled against Haskell down low.
Boykins down low trying to
wrestle Cicic.
Yeah, get position down low. Too handsy. Boykins had that long three. Last trip down. I mean, long three. He's got the bigger Cicic on him. He got no choice.
Well, they got the lob pass to Cicic, who stands 7 foot. Spin move in the lane. Left hand up and under is no good.
Too much there. I mean, he didn't need to do all of that just to get the shot off.
Now we're going to get the foul on the other end on O'Hara as Boykins was headed to the basket. So one foul on each team in the early going.
Cicic shows his inexperience a little. Just get the ball and go up strong with it right away.
Ellenwood baseline with Cicic guarding him. Pass goes out to White. Head fake. Kick out. Haskell does a nice job with the head fakes. And look at that. Only going to get his own rebound and got it over the 7 foot Cicic. There's the three from the wing from Boykins. He got it.
And somehow, almost as impressively, Olney was able to get the pass through everybody back to the top to reset. He ended up getting 3.
O'Hara had his team into the lane. Floater, no, but he got the foul. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
The referee there, John Washoe, with the call. Washoe, a late addition to this crew today, had to be called up this morning when the other, I'm not sure who was the originally assigned official, couldn't make it. So Washoe to the rescue.
Say, looking forward to maybe a day off after the Feast Week festivities. I'm sure these guys were running around the country, all over the country for the last week. As mentioned, Washoe out of Chicago. For those of you joining us from outside of the Wisconsin area, most of Wisconsin blanketed in a winter storm warning today. That goes through a good swath of Illinois as well. Not an easy drive to get out of Chicago to get up here.
No, not at all. And it's going to be worse going back, I'm afraid.
Haskell, as we mentioned earlier, out of Lawrence, Kansas. They made this trip via bus. And 3-ball, wing, good. Preston Olney bearing another 3. It's his first made 3 of the game. He's got 8 in the game for Haskell. Justin Allen down the lane, creating his own. He did a lot of that in the last couple of games of creating his own shot, and that is one thing that Green Bay really needed. Marcus Hall, your leading scorer and probably your best all-around player on the team. But even Hall will say he's not exactly the best at just creating his own. Like if you need somebody to go get you a bucket.
Well, he's got the size to do it at 6'4", as I mentioned earlier. And in this case, he had Jesse White on him, who's listed at 6 foot, and it was really no contest. He was easily able to get him to the basket. And White still guards him, so we'll see if they try to get him loose again, but using his size to his advantage.
They get it to O'Hara down in the corner. Dump off to Cicic. Cicic again bringing the ball down, having a hard time creating space, but finally does, and gets a left-hand hook to go into the basket.
See, I think he could have done that without dribbling. You know, that's danger when you have to put the ball on the floor. That's when all those hands come in and knock it loose. If you don't have to do it, don't do it.
Boykins with a little hesitation. Dribble takes it at Wilkins. Got by Wilkins. Had to give him a little bump, and we're going to have free throws once again for Haskell.
Now, I was always taught that if you're not going anywhere, don't dribble. Because you're only dribbling if you have to go somewhere, if you're going to be moving. If you're just standing in the same spot, don't put it down, because that's when other people get their hands in there.
Boykins to the stripe for Haskell. First one gets the friendly roll. Boykins leading the way for Haskell, 11 points. He's now 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
And he's been aggressive trying to get to the basket and then step out and hit a 3 like he did a minute ago. He's taken a couple of other 3s, but he's been pretty aggressive trying to take the ball to the basket using his size. He's pretty big too at 6'5".
.50-34, Green Bay on top. I've been impressed with Haskell, though, and how they've had an answer for what Green Bay's done, and they haven't gone away. You mentioned in our conversation with Coach Brown before the game, it's kind of what he said. They want to be pesky. They want to play fast. And they want to play defense. And at times they've shown those flashes of really good defense.
Well, as he admitted, too, the defense isn't always there, which is...
Shot at the buzzer goes.
Just beat the clock. Turn around. But that was obviously a point of a little frustration from Coach Brown when you were talking to him about the defense. They've had lapses in this game, but they've also had times when they played really solid D.
Long pass up ahead to O'Hara. Throws it down. Nice job of executing the break for the Phoenix.
Well, it all starts with the vision of Riedinger when he got the ball, and Hara was breaking down the court, and Riedinger found him.
Ball goes back to the outside for Haskell. Green Bay in a man. Wing three, got it. Boykins buries the three once again.
He's got 12 now to lead the Indians in scoring.
Look at Preston. Strong hands from Preston Riedinger. He had it briefly knocked away as he was going up. Able to repossess and get it to the basket for the easy lay-in. Boykins again from the free throw line.
Good D by Wilkins there, not allowing Boykins to get a shot.
White on the outside off of the stutter step. Riedinger cuts off the baseline, but White with the nifty fadeaway from 10 feet.
A couple times he's hit that little fade. That's a nice bucket there.
Transition three, Preston Riedinger. He's got 20 in the game for the Phoenix. He's 8 of 10 from the field, 4 for 6 from behind the arc.
Don't forget about the 4 assists he has as well.
Riedinger almost had his pocket picked, draws the contact, and we are going to get a timeout on the floor. Phoenix have extended this one to 20, their largest lead of the game, 13:55 to go in the second half. Thanks to that man, Preston Riedinger, with his 20 points. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
You're looking at a work of art. No, it's not the Mona Lisa, but this beautiful can costs a lot less and looks magnificent in your bathroom. And Mona Lisa can't give you a smooth, close shave. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
We gon' push it to the limit, we gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, when we ride, we can ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever, when we ride, we can ride together. So together we ride, certified. It's together we ride, we gon' push it to the limit. We gon' rise together, side by side to the finish. Down the ride forever.
At Prevea Orthopedics and HSHS Hospitals, we understand all the ways you move. And movement looks different for everyone. That's why we provide expert care for all the ways you move.
Earn awesome rewards with our no-fee, no minimum balance, high-interest earning cha-ching checking. Because your money making money just feels right. Capital Credit Union, doing the right thing. One member, one experience at a time.
You certain you can dry those pants?
Please.
You 4-imprint certain?
Yeah.
Certainty matters. So when you need the right high-quality promotional products, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time, that's the certainty of 4imprint. Wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team by visiting 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
You're looking at a work of art. No, it's not the Mona Lisa, but this beautiful can costs a lot less and looks magnificent in your bathroom. And Mona Lisa can't give you a smooth, close shave. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
Preston Riedinger's got 20 for the Phoenix. The Phoenix lead it by 20, 50-39 over Haskell Indian Nation, who's now showing a zone look on the defensive end. How do you beat the zone? Shoot over it. Man, have a game, Preston Riedinger. 23 for Rudy now, 5 of 6 from behind the arc.
Nice to see Rudy get those threes to go down.
Well, Coach Gottlieb talked all summer and again in the fall about how he wants him to shoot more. And he started to shoot more and paying dividends for the Phoenix.
Well, he's taking quality shots, too, and that makes a difference.
There's a nice little step through from Boykins to get the floater.
Boykins feeling it a little bit now with 15, making it 17 with that basket. Leading scorer for Haskell. He's had a good second half.
O'Hara was in the corner. Gave it up. Green Bay working the perimeter of the zone. Justin Allen going to try his hand at a three. That's too strong. C.J. O'Hara, the offensive rebound. Put back, count it, and a foul.
Long weak side rebound. Nobody checked O'Hara. The only guy on that side of the basket was, I think it was White. As you'll see, O'Hara easily with there's White there this late to get over. Cost him a bucket and maybe three.
I think the only thing that took O'Hara a minute to get to the basket to put that one in is he turned around, and I don't think he could believe how open he was when he got that rebound. Kind of anticipating some contact that never came.
Right. I mean, if you're on the weak side, you got to look for somebody to box out a little bit. White didn't, and there was O'Hara.
O'Hara's got
three-point play.
13 in the game now for the Phoenix. Playing the defense on White, who brings it across midcourt. Green Bay back to a man-to-man defense. There's the floater in the lane again. Preston only faked the pass and was able to get the floating jumper to go.
I'm not sure he planned on that, but he made the adjustment on the move. A nice little in-the-lane floater.
He's got 10 in the game. Reedinger, floater off the window. Man, everything's going for Preston. 25 points.
Good crossover in the lane to free himself up a little bit and banked it in. It's his second off the glass.
Deep three, front of the rim, no good. Mac Recchi tracks down the rebound for the Phoenix. Next bucket for Rudy gives him a new career high. There's Hines, floater off the glass with the left hand is good. Phoenix have opened this one up now, 69-43. Bethea with a rebound for Green Bay. Green Bay looking to get out and push. Got another one in him? Why not? Preston Reedinger one more time, and that's a new career high for Rudy. 28 points here against Haskell.
6 of 9 from three-point range. 11 of 14 all told, not to mention 4 assists.
And Bethea there with the big block out of bounds. Preston Reedinger, career high 28. Previous was 26 against Youngstown State back in February of 24. It's all Green Bay now, 72-43. Quick look, one of the 6 made threes for Preston Reedinger. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
Gonna feel like nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby, 'cause once you
JP Morgan Chase invests in manufacturing to help create stronger communities.
Make the green grass grow all around, make the green grass grow all around.
Three, two, one.
Nuggets! Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing it in the car during the holidays.
I do love that.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Everyone from 1 to 116 would love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
When you have a rigorous training schedule like mine, we push our bodies all the time. Nutrition for me is really important. Having all my bases covered in one supplement gives me confidence I'm giving my body what it needs. There's an intention behind everything. That's how I've approached skiing my entire career. How I show up today and what I put in my body is preparing myself for who I am tomorrow.
Hockey is here. The breakaways, here. The Ovi goals, here. The Stanley Cup, yeah, you guessed it. It's here on ESPN.
For Preston Reedinger here at the Crest Center, 28 points, 6 of 9 from behind the arc, 11 of 14 from the floor, Bill. Previous career high, 26 against Youngstown State back in 24. Sonny Wicks was the head coach. Noah Reynolds was the leading scorer on that team. Noah got the flu before the game, couldn't go. Rudy comes out, pours in 26 for the Phoenix in a game that they won against Youngstown State on their way being toward the top of the Horizon League. Reedinger still on the floor, has a shot blocked. Bethea with the offensive rebound. One-hand throwdown.
Well, if you noticed of those three-pointers and the highlights we showed, there was nobody around him when he was taking them. So they found him. His teammates have found him beyond the arc, and he's made him pay.
Well, you talked about the number of assists he had. He's got 4 in this game.
4 assists, couple of steals. He just got his 4th rebound as well.
And there's the the nice defense on the layup, but Bethea back there to clean it up for Green Bay.
Well, they finally decided to defend him, and that time
right,
they got a piece of it at the rim, but fortunately Bethea there for the putback.
But one of the things that Preston does incredibly well is, A, finding the open man like he does there with Bethea, but then after he passes the balls, Bethea's going to get the and one. After Preston passes the ball, he's just so veteran savvy in the game that he knows where to go. You see Bethea sticking with it.
Well, Rudy is well coached. There's no question about it. He's tough. Handles the ball well. He can shoot it, as we've seen here today. So he really is an excellent all-around player.
Bethea gets the three-point play to go. Green Bay leads this one now, 77-43. 10 minutes to go here in Green Bay. And we're going to get Josh Hines with a foul. A little too aggressive in the man-to-man defense.
Trying to fight through that screen. Got a little handsy.
Starting to get a few substitutions. New players on the floor for Haskell. Jude Harris coming in. Harold Merrick also on the floor. I mentioned at the outset of this, the weather here in Wisconsin. Haskell driving here from Lawrence. That's going to be, they want to get out of here as quick after the game as they can, I think, to get on the road with the way the weather is in Wisconsin right now. In much of the Midwest, for that matter. Mac Recchi into the lane, spin through off the window, no good. Rebound being fought for, and we're going to get a foul whistled against Haskell.
Seems as though this storm, though, is mostly to our south, at least for now.
Right.
And so they might have a nice window to get back without too much problem. You hope so, anyway.
Another substitution. Paige Hudson checking back in.
Replaces Boykins, who's had a nice afternoon here today. Gets a nice hand from the faithful here for Haskell and a congratulatory handshake from his coach. 6'5", Boykins with 17. There's
how about Rudy with the and one? 30 points now for Reedinger. One of those days where you're just in the zone. I mean, he gets triple teamed and able to just throw it up there and get it to go. And smart enough to know with the new rules in college basketball, with the continuation now coming down to college basketball, if you feel that contact and you hear the whistle, just throw it at the basket.
Well, you compare him to Jesse White, who is their leading scorer, and Jesse White has had a tough shooting day. They've taken the same number of shots. Well, Rudy has had a couple more now. But the huge difference is the percentage of makes. Reedinger, I should say, 12 of 16, while White is 4 of 14.
Preston getting a nice hand as he's checking out of this one. And we are going to get a timeout on the floor called by Haskell with 9:36 to go. So we're going to take it right along with them. The Phoenix have extended this one out to a 36-point ball game. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
Cause it feels so mystical.
JP Morgan Chase invests in manufacturing to help create stronger communities.
Make the green grass grow all around, make the green grass grow all around.
Three, two, one.
Nuggets! Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
Is sharing it in the car during the holidays.
I do love that.
We will pack the car with gifts. And of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Everyone from 1 to 116 would love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
As teachers, taking care of ourselves is taking care of our students. AG1 gives me a little bit of kickstart to my day, and I know it's full of ingredients that help support my immune system. We are better as teachers when we are feeling healthy and strong, and it is very hard to do that when you're feeling run down. I've got a whole classroom counting on me. I don't want to miss a day.
Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Mbappe is running riot here. Oh, yes, sir. It is all quite astonishing.
Is already rolling now for this new season.
The Horizon League and our members live and play in the largest and most vibrant cities in the country, allowing our student athletes exposure to unique experiences only available in major cities. To learn more about all of our major cities, visit horizonleague.com/brand recharge. Brian Kuklinski alongside Bill Rabier as the Phoenix have taken control of this one, 36-point lead. 3 ball on the way from the wing. That's short. Goes, well, it went through, but it's not going to count as it hit the shot clock after it hit the rim. That'll be out of bounds to Green Bay.
The 36-point lead they now enjoy is their largest of the game. Held it for about 30 seconds or so. They can add to it on this trip.
LeBron Thomason now handling the point guard duties with Preston Reedinger on the bench. I would doubt we're going to see Preston the rest of the afternoon. We touched on it a little bit later, but Green Bay gets into conference play for a couple of games following this one. Thomas tried to get it to Bethea on the backside. Bethea able to wrestle it back, but then turned it over. And Haskell out with the basketball. Horizon League started that a couple of years ago where they mix in 2 conference games. Used to be you'd play your entire non-conference slate and then play all your conference games. 3 ball, too strong. Bethea goes high for the rebound. Not able to get it out to Thomas, and Green Bay turns it over.
Well, it's nice to get a couple of conference games in. It's kind of an odd way to do it, but give me a little taste and then a bit of a break and then get into it full time after the holidays.
Absolutely. Got a reach-in foul. They got Hines on the reach. That'll be the 5th foul of the half on Green Bay, so Haskell will keep it underneath their own basket. .8:33 remaining here at the Crest Center.
Whoa.
Well, tried to climb over the back of Todorovic, wasn't able to get up there. That drew an ooh from the crowd. Now off of Todorovic and out of bounds, and it'll be Haskell ball. Another turnover on the Phoenix.
Aaron Campbell, well, Coach Brown told us Campbell's probably their most athletic guy. And we saw a taste of it there as he tried to go up and over on the inbound. He just couldn't connect, but he got up, that's for sure.
Paige Hudson. Hounded by LeBron Thomas on the outside. Mac Recchi comes out with it as the ball is into the backcourt. Recchi goes up for the 2-hand dunk. Whoa.
I didn't see that one coming. He had 2 guys around him, and he said, I'm just going to go up and flush this one. Forget those 2 defenders. Impressive.
Jude Harris now with the ball. Gets it over to Aaron Campbell. Campbell, runner down the lane, gets fouled. Recky's going to draw the contact. And Aaron Campbell will be at the charity stripe when we come back. 7:44 remaining in the second half. How about this from Mac Recchi, Bill?
Gets the steal and then the flush. Man, Recchi getting it done.
You're watching college basketball on ESPN Plus.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, Steel can help make the holidays even easier. Check off more of your wish list when you get an extra battery with select Steel battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
3, 2, 1.
Nuggets! Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
Is sharing it in the car during the holidays.
I do love that.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Everyone from 1 to 116 would love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Real guests paid for their testimonials. Reel in the newest Target Black Friday deals before they get away. Like $5 pajamas for the family. And $6 beauty gift sets. Hurry, these Black Friday deals end Saturday.
On 48-hour shifts, calls don't really care if you're eating, if you're trying to sleep, or if you're working out. Before AG1, I was having some trouble maintaining consistency. My energy was low. And now, the biggest change I've noticed is having maintained energy levels. I feel good from morning till night. I've been in the fire service for over 20 years, and without the resiliency and having a well-established routine, I don't think I would have made it this far.
Horizon League student-athletes have major experiences in our league, including NCAA Division I competition and championships and exposure across ESPN platforms. To learn more about the major experiences provided by the Horizon League and our members, visit horizonleague.com/brand-recharge. Brian Kuklinski, Bill Rabier at the Crest Center in Green Bay, where the Phoenix lead Haskell 81-43, 7:44 remaining. Aaron Campbell on the free throw line for Haskell, drains the first.
His first attempt. Haskell perfect from the line this afternoon, 7 out of 7.
There you go. Every time.
You're welcome.
Green Bay with the rebound. LeBron Thomas working against Chosky Jacobs. Seven and a half to go. Todorovic finds a lane. It's a nice job by Aaron Campbell to get up and challenge Todorovic. I think he had his thoughts of putting down the big dunk, and Aaron Campbell said, not today.
Not when I'm here. Watch him go up and defend.
That was a nice job to recognize, too.
Yeah, for sure. Good hard foul. Make him earn it, and he'd already...
Todorovic, 2 rebounds, 1 assist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Todorovic misses them both. Rebound batted around, hits the back of the hoop.
That's why you never just let the guy go. I mean, you foul him. He missed both free throws. So it's as good as a block. Unfortunately, they didn't get the rebound. That's the third part of the equation.
So Green Bay inbounding underneath their own basket, and Coach Gottlieb is going to call a quick 30-second timeout. And for those of you that kept up with the travels to the Virgin Islands, and it really started with the Minnesota game when they took them to overtime. This has been one of the most impressive things in watching those games that I've seen is Coach Gottlieb and his staff, and you see him drawing on the board there, coming up with sets out of timeouts. It was one of the differences in the UMass game. They ran them really well against Yale, ran a couple of really nice ones against Minnesota to force overtime, and I'll be interested to see what kind of set he's designing here coming out of the timeout. almost out of every dead ball that they had where you could draw one up, Green Bay almost always came out and executed over the last 4 or 5 games.
Well, that's an important part, and you can't take it for granted. It's always interesting to see, though, when a team comes out of the timeout, how they execute the play that they just drew up. Sometimes it's like, sometimes it works perfect. There's other times you're like, what were you guys talking about?
Right.
You didn't do anything like what we just saw. And sometimes it breaks down a little, and you have to go back into your offense like this one.
A nice job by Haskell defending coming out of it. Bethea all the way out on top, gets it over to Hines. 5 in the shot clock. Nice runner from LeBron Thomas.
Nice step in off the baseline to change direction and create space for the shot.
Haskell out on top, straight on 3, got it. Tasia Hudson hits the 3 for Haskell.
I think they changed numbers on us.
They tried a little crossbar. Green Bay's going to turn it over.
They called the wrong.
Well, they have 13 listed in the official book that I'm now looking at.
Yeah. That's Hudson, right?
Cordell, nope.
Oh.
Cordell Funmaker.
Yeah. They must have changed that. We didn't get that change.
So the shot clock resets,
yeah.
And then Green Bay steals it back anyway. Hines with it, floater, got it.
Got to stop the ball.
Nice job by...
You're not going to stop me. I'll just pull up right here and hit the 14, 15-footer.
Jude Harris on the outside. Tyson Roddermaker, handoff pass. Another 3. We're going to get the foul on the 3. Stroud picks up the foul, and that'll put Funmaker on the free throw line. He's got 5 in the game, made 3, a couple of rebounds to go along with it.
Really no reason for that foul. Just got too much of them. Now they're back to a made free throw. 8 of 9 now. Green Bay, meanwhile, is 8 of 13 from the free throw line. They've done damage from the three-point line, particularly Reedinger, who is 6 of 9 from 3. Green Bay 9 of 20 from distance, while Haskell is 6 of 21.
Overall for Green Bay, 63% from the field today. All 3 free throws made by Funmaker, who's now got 8 in the game. No Quentin Haskell. They're still showing the full court pressure.
Well, that was one of the things they talked about in the pregame, is that they want to compete, and it's an opportunity to compete against a better team. It'll pay off in the long run.
Stroud put his head down, wanted the basket, get it out to Bethea on the offensive rebound, and Bethea is going to go back up to the free throw line to shoot for Green Bay. And again, Stroud just bullying his way to the basket. And then you've got Bethea down there.
But what didn't he do? He kept the ball up. He didn't put the ball on the floor. So I like that from Bethea. Drew the foul and now makes the free throw. We'll get another.
8 points in the game for Bethea. Make it 9. He is perfect from the field. 3 of 3 from the field. 3 of 3 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds and a block for Ramel Bethea.
He usually gets high percentage shots.
Yeah.
That is, close to the rim or above the rim.
Another 3 ball on the way. Another 3 ball made.
Hey.
Funmaker with another 3. He's got 11 in the game.
Yeah, and his teammates are finding him. He's been the hot hand. It was Boykins before, and now it's Funmaker.
We go under 5. Skip pass to the corner. Thomas off of the ball fake. Kicks it out. Hines for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Merrick. Funmaker now has it for Haskell.
See if they try to find him again.
Stroud playing the defense out on top. Hines going to get the bump. Haskell's in the bonus. So we'll make the trip to the free throw line for Jude Harris.
This will be the first free throw attempt for Harris, 5'10" sophomore from Lawrence, Kansas. Part of the Apache tribe of Oklahoma. Missed the free throw.
Nice bounce pass up ahead to Thomas. Thomas step through, drop down. Bethea with the dunk for Green Bay.
Another high percentage look for Bethea.
But how about Thomas? He probably had the shot on the step through, saw that Bethea had nobody around him. Dished it off for the easy dunk. Now out and running again. Todorovic down the lane, has it stripped out of his hands, out of bounds. Green Bay will keep it underneath their basket.
They'll reach in there for the poke away. Here's the replay on the dunk.
I mean, starts with a nice pass out to Thomas. What's the old saying? Pass up a good shot for a great shot?
Yeah.
They don't get much greater than the dunk.
Highest percentage shot in the game. He had Campbell going up to defend, and he said, we'll just go right around him and get this easy one.
Green Bay forcing a turnover. Rob Stroud with it. Stroud, little spin move through the lane. Stroud gets fouled. Stroud will go to the free throw line, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor. 3:45 remaining here at the Crest Center in Green Bay. It is 89-53. Phoenix on top of Haskell Indian University. You're watching college basketball on ESPN+.
Hey, grab me one too.
At Prevea Orthopedics and HSHS hospitals, we understand all the ways you move. And movement looks different for everyone. That's why we provide expert care for all the ways you move.
Earn awesome rewards with our no-fee, no minimum balance, high-interest earning cha-ching checking. Because your money making money just feels right. Capital Credit Union, doing the right thing. One member, one experience at a time.
Green Bay Phoenix, when they get done here, will be off until Thursday. And as we mentioned, starting conference play up. They mix a couple of conference games in. This year it's 3 of them. Defending regular season conference champion Robert Morris here at the Crest Center to start Horizon League play. So Green Bay doesn't get to ease into the conference at all this year, Bill.
No, that's going to be a tough one. But, you know, you're going to have to play him anyway, so might as well get started with him.
Right.
See where you are.
And then they head on the road to take on Wright State. That game being played in Dayton coming up on Sunday afternoon before they come back for a game on December 11th. Actually, that one's at IU Indy as well. Green Bay, again, not home for a little while until UC Santa Barbara comes here on the 17th of December. It's like to have to travel from Santa Barbara to come play in Green Bay, Wisconsin in the middle of December. Make you yearn for the beach by the time you leave. Stroud at the free throw line for Green Bay. He's got 3 points in the game now for the Phoenix. Stroud splashes them both. He's got 4. We got to get Todorovic a basket for Green Bay. He's the only one that's seen minutes for the Phoenix, and he's played 15 of them that doesn't have a basket.
Okay. Has he attempted one? Hasn't. He had 2 free throws, remember. He missed them both.
Harold Merrick on the outside, 10 on the shot clock. Kick out to the outside, and standing on the sideline, that's Nate Jim, who has just checked in for Haskell, committing the turnover.
5'10" and senior out of San Jose. I don't think he gets a lot of minutes. I saw some of his teammates with a big smile as he came off the floor during that timeout.
I was going to say, Todorovic traveled with it, shifted his feet. He turned to look to the sidelines like, what did I do? Coach Gottlieb immediately saying, yeah, you did. Todorovic is going to check out, and Brady Fitzgerald is going to check in for Green Bay, making just his second appearance of the season.
Redshirt freshman out of Fortville, Indiana.
Bethea with the quick hands, knocking it away. Wanted to get it out ahead, not able to get it. Gives it back to Hines. Under 3 minutes to go here at the Crest. Bethea has it out on top, working around to Stroud. Stroud swing pass to Bethea, who puts it on the floor. Kick to the corner, 3, short of the mark for Hines. Tracks it down, gets his own rebound. Gets it out to Fitzgerald. Mentioned the shoe game, Bill. Fitzgerald's got the nice pink accents on his shoes.
Yeah, a couple players with that. I think Rudy had those same ones.
Bethea's turnaround hook, no good. Got the offensive rebound. Ramel Bethea able to finish at the basket. Two minutes to go in the Phoenix.
Bethea with 13 today. Again, all pretty much right around the basket.
We're going to get a reach-in foul on Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald getting whistled for the foul. Puts Aaron Campbell on the free throw line to shoot a pair. Again, today's game, a special collaboration between the Oneida Nation and the Green Bay Phoenix, hence the special jerseys that the Phoenix are wearing and playing Haskell Indian Nations University. One of the cool things that I loved in doing the reading about Haskell, because the first free throw is good, is they list the hometown, and most schools are hometown in your high school. They list the hometown and what tribe you are with. Yeah. And to see all the various different tribes that are represented and out here playing hoops, pretty cool to see.
Without a doubt, this is a good idea, and I look forward to this being a tradition.
Zaire Michael Fuller checks in now for Haskell as Aaron Campbell has a seat. Handoff pass goes to Hines. We go under 2 minutes remaining. Thomas puts on the brakes, kicks it out to Hines. Now Stroud down the lane. Right-hand floater, no good. Stroud not able to finish. Rebound batted around. He comes out with it. Thomas thought about the three, pulled it down. Stroud will shoot the three. Spins in and out, no good. And the rebound off to Chosky Jacobs. Jacobs, dribbled it off of his leg, and that'll be a turnover on Haskell, their 18th of the game.
They overturned the call there.
Christina Sparza, our official, came in and told Kevin Rahr she saw it differently. 90 seconds to go. We're hoping to grab Preston Reedinger post-game. Career-high 30 points for Preston in today's game. Three ball on the way is off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped by Thomas, and he's able to control it. He's going to start the break for Green Bay. Up ahead to Stroud. Stroud down the window, no good. Look at that, Bethea, another offensive rebound and a putback.
Yeah, he's having a career-high day today, too, with 15 for Bethea.
7 rebounds for Bethea in the game.
He's 5 of 6 from the floor.
Jacobs, head fake on Bethea, tried to draw the contact, nothing there. Brady Fitzgerald in the run out gives it to Hines. Hines wanted to give it back. Get Fitzgerald a shot. Bethea down the lane, finger roll too strong, no good. Funmaker comes out with a rebound. Stroud poked it away. Go
Phoenix playing hard all the way to the end. Both teams are.
3 ball wide of the mark. Rebound batted around. Stroud comes out with it.
Now maybe they'll.
There's a 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Yep.
They're running Brady Fitzgerald to the corner. I'm assuming they're going to try and run a set to get him a touch. Thomas instead takes a straight on 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes off to Haskell. Little step through from Jacobs isn't there. Bethea rebounds it, and that is going to do it here at the Crest Center. Green Bay now with a 3-game winning streak. They run their record to 4-5. Coach Gottlieb in the first 3-game winning streak of his career here at Green Bay. Coach Gottlieb looking for the handshake at the end of the line. So for Green Bay, nice way to get some guys some extra minutes. As we mentioned, conference play is going to start up on Thursday as Robert Morris comes into town. And Green Bay is going to go into that Robert Morris game on a 3-game winning streak.
Well, a game like this, you want to see the effort, and they put it in, and they put it in all the way to the end, so they're going to be happy about that. And like you say, get some guys some minutes that they might not normally have gotten. But you also maybe build some confidence as a team. This is still a team trying to find some things, trying to find some of the right combinations, and maybe find their roles a little bit more. And so this goes to that. But give credit to Haskell, too. They came out and
they played hard.
I was going to say, they didn't take this day for granted.
Right.
It was an opportunity to play, and they played hard.
I was impressed with the way they came out and fought. You know, in a game like this, I think they knew that they were going to be outsized and outmanned a little bit. And it started here. Caden Wilkins bearing the 3 to start. And Green Bay was able to build up a lead, you know, thanks to some of the movement you're seeing there by like C.J. O'Hara getting the layup. And Preston Reedinger coming out with his steal and a layup, one of his 30 points. But for that first half, Haskell wouldn't go away. They fought back after Green Bay opened up a 15-point lead, and they were able to cut that back to 5 points. And, so it was a great game, and I was impressed on the Haskell side. And they gave Green Bay a good fight in the first half.
Well, think about it. There's tape they can use. They say, look, here's what we did well, and look what it did for us. We were able to cut into that lead, had it down to 5, like you said, and we did it because of this. So they have some things that they can use.
And as we talked about, you're going to see one of the Preston Reedinger 3 balls here, as it was a career day for Preston Reedinger. Reedinger able to get the outlet up ahead as Preston's joining us courtside. Do you want to call some of your own highlights in this one?
I'll leave that to you.
Preston Reedinger joining us courtside. First of all, Preston, I want to go back a couple of games. The St. Thomas game.
Yes.
You know, kind of a downer. And then you've got to stay out in Minneapolis and then taking Minnesota to overtime. What happened after that St. Thomas game? Was there a conversation with the team, conversation with the guys of, hey, let's get this thing right?
Absolutely. I think the conversations with each other of, play for each other. Play as hard as you can because you only get a couple shots at this. Especially being a senior on the year, you only got so many of these left.
Yeah.
So emphasizing that and just coming together and saying, hey, last year was last year and this year's a new year, so let's turn the ship around.
Then you head down to the Virgin Islands and a very solid Yale team that most people are picking to win the Ivy League this year. Take them to the brink and then forget about it and go up against legendary coach Frank Martin and UMass and come out with a really nice win.
Absolutely. That was, I think Minnesota was a building block. Although we didn't pull that one off, we know we should have won that game. Just learning from the film, and I think we found an identity of playing really hard. Switching up defenses can give you a lot of looks, and then offensively we're just meshing really well together.
I was talking a little bit with Coach Gottlieb after the Minnesota game, and I used the phrase junk it up. Mm-hmm. And, it's kind of a Green Bay thing where, just that tough, gritty personality to junk up the other team.
Absolutely. Just trying to give them many looks. And then, obviously, last year was hard rebounding and turning the ball over, so we're trying to clean up those. Obviously, we probably took a little step back tonight with that, but still rebounding and trying to junk it up.
Once you they put up a fight in the first half. Once you get that comfortable lead, how hard is it to stay with your principles when you know you can pretty much just go and and get what you want.
Absolutely. I think we went out to that run in the beginning and kind of lost focus a little bit. So we got to clean that up. Definitely, if we get into leads like that in league, we got to keep those like that. But obviously, taking it one step at a time and just trying to build possession by possession.
They talked a lot about in the Virgin Islands on the TV side, and they showed your dad really getting into the game, being the coach's kid. And, Coach Gottlieb is referred to you as the coach on the floor. How much pride do you take in that responsibility?
Absolutely. I take a lot of responsibility. I feel like I've been around a basketball coach my whole life. He's been a coach since I've grown up. And, just taking the coach's mindset of trying to get everyone organized, that's your job as a point guard too. But taking that serious and, trying to get everyone on the same page and ready to go win a game.
I also heard from Coach Gottlieb numerous times over the summer that he wanted you to shoot more.
Yeah.
I know you've always been kind of a pass first, get everybody involved, but on a day like today when the rim looks probably as big as a peach basket actually is, it's got to be fun to see those go in.
Absolutely. Coach Gottlieb actually before the game said, be aggressive, stay aggressive. We're better when you're aggressive. So he kind of opened my eyesight to the rim, looking a little bigger today, so I'll give him credit to that. And then my teammates just finding me and, making me better. So
how good has this year felt so far?
It's awesome. So we matched the wins from last year, so that feels good.
Yeah.
But now we just keep going. We don't look back. Conference is starting now, and so full speed ahead.
I was going to say, you don't get to ease into conference. Robert Morris, the first game here on Thursday. What have you seen about them so far? I know you probably haven't looked ahead too far yet, but
yeah, some people like to say that, but we're always looking at the conference opponents. They're big, so they got the big kid from IU Indy, freshman of the year last year, so he's a big, good kid. And then they got a good foreign center and two really good guards, one returning, one new guy. So I'm excited for that challenge. Going against the people who won the conference last is always fun.
Preston, we appreciate the time. Congrats on a big game tonight.
Thank you very much.
That's Preston Reedinger leading Green Bay to a 95-55 win over the Haskell Indian Nations University. 30 points for Preston Reedinger tonight. Coach Gottlieb on a 3-game winning streak with the Phoenix, matching last year's win total. They're now 4-5. For Bill Rabier, I'm Brian Kuklinski, thanking you for watching today's broadcast of college basketball on ESPN+.
Feel like nothing else will feel right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby, 'cause once you know.
Oh, in a harbor, there was a port, the busiest port that you ever did see. Now the boats move the goods, good jobs for the people. People build the city, and the city comes to life, and life has a rhythm, and rhythm as a whole. Oh.
JP Morgan Chase invests in infrastructure to help create more jobs here at home.
Make the green grass grow all around, make the green grass grow all around.
3, 2, 1.
Nuggets! Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing it in the car during the holidays.
I do love that.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Everyone from 1 to 116 would love Chick-fil-A's chicken nuggets.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
On 48-hour shifts, calls don't really care if you're eating, if you're trying to sleep, or if you're working out. Before AG1, I was having some trouble maintaining consistency. My energy was low. And now, the biggest change I've noticed is having maintained energy levels. I feel good from morning till night. I've been in the fire service for over 20 years, and without the resiliency and having a well-established routine, I don't think I would have made it this far.
For Bud, the harmonica is a family affair. Now Bud's living with prostate cancer. He still knows how to groove, and he also knows once daily Xtandi.